Whoa! Alright. Today, I thought I would do a Q&A. So I've made some notes, if I can find them, on some key questions that I get asked. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions that I'm going to answer from you guys, and I have a question that I want you guys to answer for me. So, first things first, it is 20 past 2 in the afternoon, and it is Sunday the 8th of January. The 8th of January. I can't believe it's the 8th of January already. First question that I get asked is, am I just on holiday? Well, technically I am on holiday, but technically I'm not. It all depends on which way you look at it. I don't think I'm on holiday, but if I take myself back to September when I landed in Australia, I came into Australia with the holiday mindset. That's one of the things that I regret and I don't regret. The thing about me is I'm stubborn, so I kind of left Scotland with a grudge against work, you know, because I'd been working for a corporate job for the past 7-8 years. It's been stressful. I feel like I've just handed my life to them, and now I'm holding a grudge against them because, you know, that's 7 years you've taken away from me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to come to Australia and I'm going to have a good time. And that's what I did, and I ended up paying the consequences for that. In a way I'm glad I did it, and in a way I'm not glad I did it. I've learned, and I definitely won't put myself in that position. So I'm maturing, that's the word. I'm maturing. I'm starting to learn the ropes of travel. Question 2, guys, is do I take this digital nomad stuff seriously? And yes, I do. I didn't come to Australia and put the foot full on, because I'd already had my foot full on for the past 7 years, so I wanted to take a little bit of a break from all this work stuff. I don't really show a lot of the digital stuff that I do on this. I don't want my channel to be just full of work related stuff. You know, one of the main reasons that I started this channel was to travel and to share my travel with you. And the second main reason I wanted to do this channel was because I wanted to travel long term, and the only way to travel long term is to earn money on the road. So I'm thinking that doing this digital nomad stuff is a good way to do that. And that's my thinking around it. So do I take the digital stuff seriously? Yes, because I want to travel long term, and that's the only way I'm going to be able to do that. And right now, behind the scenes, I'm doing things like making my website, to which I've got no experience in doing. I don't even know how to make a website, but I'm slowly but surely chipping away at it. Right now, I have 5 pages to my website. There's an about, there's a home page, there's an about me, there's a message me, and there's a blog. What's that? No, home, about, message, blog. 4 pages. There's 4 pages, and yeah, I've not started blogging yet because I have no idea how to write a blog. So I have to learn that. I have to learn how to blog. I have to learn how to set up my email to pop, like when you go onto my website, eventually you'll get a pop-up saying, hey, subscribe to my newsletter. And that's a pain in the ass, like, because I put it in and the thing doesn't pop up on my screen, and it's annoying me to hell, but I'll figure it out. So it's a newsletter I need to get my head around. And then there's obviously learning how to blog. Then obviously the one thing that I'm doing right now is, when you're making your website, you have to design it all. So you have to write it all, and you have to introduce yourself and all this, but you have to do it in a way that you're not just talking about yourself all the time. And that's what I'm trying to get my head around. I'm trying to write in a way that appeals to the viewers and not just me. Question: am I aware of other wars in the world today? Now, the reason why I'm going to answer this is because I'll do it, but I'll do it once only. To be honest, I am completely aware of all the things that go on in Syria. I'm completely aware of all the things that go on in Afghanistan and all the Middle East, and I'm well aware. So, having said that, that leads me on to the next question. So, what projects am I currently working on? I've obviously, like I said, got my website that I'm working on, and I've got an ebook, but I've got 2 ebooks that I'm doing. So the first ebook is going to be a free ebook, and the second ebook is going to be not free, so I'm going to charge money for it. And I'm not going to say what they're about yet because I haven't made them. I've made the first one, I haven't made the second one, the one that I'm going to charge, so I'm not going to say what that's about yet. But basically I need to create a Kindle publishing account so that I can actually publish the ebook onto Kindle publishing and then sell it. Some of you would have known if you'd watched my previous videos that Amazon have declined my application for the affiliate program twice. Like, I'm trying to get myself into a position where Amazon view me and the work that I do as a good person to advertise affiliate links on their behalf. So this ebook that I'm going to sell is going to help that along the way. As with my website, when Amazon sees that I have my website up and running, and that adds points, brownie points. So that's what I'm trying to do there. The third thing that I'm working on is the first leg of my 7 continents trip. Now, the first leg of my 7 continents trip is going to be solo, so I'm going to do it myself, because that way I'll get a proper feel for whether I want to continue that long term. I haven't got all the final details planned yet because I'm actually going to start the first leg of 7 continents trip towards the end of this year. So it's still a few months off yet, but my plan is to start that before the end of this year. Question 5 is, how do I feel about 600 subscribers? So yeah, I got 600 subscribers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I really do, because it shows me that people are interested in my content, and you know, it just keeps me going. Yes, people unsubscribe all the time. You know, my subscriber count goes up and down all the time, but that doesn't bother me. So moving on to question 6. What is my ideal situation as a digital nomad? So I'm gonna guess that to be like, what type of environment would I like to be in? I would like to get myself into a position where I can travel continuously, be able to work on the road. So I want to be able to travel for a month and then settle down for a few weeks, you know, do some quality work, get some money built up, and then travel for another month, and then, you know, I don't know if that's being too unrealistic, but that's the kind of environment I want to see myself in. I don't want to be stuck in a place for months and months and months just working online. That's not what I signed up for. I signed up to be able to work and travel. Sometimes I understand I'll have to stay in a place because maybe there's a big project or something like that, but ideally I would love to be able to travel while I work. Yeah, I think that answers that. Question 7 is, am I earning money now? And at the moment I have free accommodation, so I don't pay for anything. I've still got the same amount of money that I arrived in Canberra with that I earned in Sydney from my job, and within the next week I'm going to be doing some labouring here in this hostel. They're doing some renovations and they're going to pay me per hour to do the renovations. So that is the end of the questions, but I have one question for you guys before we go today, and the question for you is, what could I do better? This is the end of the Q&A. I hope you've liked it. In the meantime, remember, the world's at your feet. Go and explore, create some epic moments, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.